What do you need most in business? What is one of the key elements that you need in order to be successful in any business? Hi, welcome to Faithfully Ambitious. My name is Rashonda Lyons Reed. I am the owner of the business school. We are a training and consulting company that helps small to mid-sized businesses build the foundation of their business so they can grow and scale to the level of their desired success. So, we want to be successful as business owners, right? Um, Y'all, this is real time. So I want you to know what we go through. Um, so no, I'm not editing out fixing my clothes because that's what we go through. I want this to be a true representation of what it's like to be in business. I don't want everything to be so polished because I think one thing that causes people to struggle is they feel like in media they see real people, especially in the small to mid-sized business arena, but they don't realize how edited some things are or how many takes it took to get that. And so they have an unrealistic expectation of what business should look like. So I want you all to understand that it's not because I'm unprofessional, it's because I want to give you true insight. It's funny because just a quick segue, and we're going to get in the topic, I promise. Bear with me a minute. But it was a thread or a reel I saw, and it's this beautiful young lady, and the guy's like, yeah, I love a natural woman. And all the women in the comments were laughing because the girl had on a face full of makeup. Like, it was a soft beat, it was a natural beat, but she had on highlights, she had on eyeshadow, she had on blush, everything. Like, she had on a full face of makeup, and it was like, no, boo boo, that is not natural at all. Like, not natural the way that you're thinking. And a lot of times I think that's how business is. We see someone in a face full of makeup, but we're thinking, oh, that's how they naturally look because they're a person who promotes, oh, I do natural skincare. So you thinking all their pictures are just them in natural skincare, but it's not. And when you are in an arena, you are able to tell the difference. But when you're not, you don't know better. So, anyways, that was just a little sidebar segue. Now let's get into the topic, okay? So, what is the one thing that you need as a business owner to be successful? Now, there are a lot of other components, but the one thing that you need is you have got to trust yourself. I'm going to say it again. You have got to trust yourself. For my God driven, purpose driven businesses, God gave you a gift. God gave you a calling. God gave you anointing. You have got to trust that when you are operating your business. So many times I see people be afraid of who they naturally, innately are, which is their powerhouse. And they're trying to do things the way everybody else is doing them. They're comparing themselves to someone else, but yet they say, but that's not how I'm going to do mine. But that's not how I want to run my business. But that doesn't really resonate with me. Okay, well, that's fine. But you've got to trust yourself. You've got to know that everything that you need to run your business is inside of you. Now, that does not mean, especially if you watch my last video, that does not mean that you do it all by yourself. But everything that you need, the expertise, all of that is inside of you because guess what? Your wisdom is going to tell you, okay, yep, I used to track my expenses, but now it's getting overwhelming. I need help and support. Yep, I'm getting all these leads, but now I'm to the point I need an assistant. Yep, my days are too jam packed. Now I need a personal assistant. So, again, trusting and knowing that you have everything inside of you that you need for your business does not mean that you're going to do it alone. What it means is that God has equipped you for whatever He is bringing you to bring you through, and that includes your business. So, make sure that you are relying on yourself. There's goodness in you, there's greatness in you, there's power already in you. And every time you compare yourself to someone else, every time you try to do it just like somebody else, you are discounting what God created. You are discounting the expertise and the wisdom that is already inside of you. You are discounting the years of training that you have put in because it doesn't look the way somebody else's does. Tap into you. Tap into you. Pull out that sauce. We all have the ability to do things, even in the same arena, but nobody can do it the way that you do it. Nobody. God said, hey, I need you to do this. And you're like, oh, but there's already 85 million of those. Yes, but nobody's going to do it the way you do it. Nobody's going to do it exactly how you say it. Nobody is going to put forth the voice the way that you will. And so when you're able to really tap into who you are and trust who you are, trust what gifts have been given to you, your business will go to another level. Why? Because you will begin to attract the people that you are meant to serve. And those people are not going to be flaky. Those people are not going to have you send them invoices and then you hear crickets. Those people are going to be excited to work with you. Those people are not going to drain you with crazy expectations. Those people are going to refer you. Those people are going to post about you. Those people are going to champion you. Those people are going to be grateful for your service. And so you've got to trust your gut. You've got to know that, hey, the way that I'm going to do this, the way that I'm going to build this, even though it looks different than the rest of the world or all these other XYZ people in my arena, this is the way God gave it to me. So this is what I'm going to do. And sometimes it's not that simple, right? Hello, if it was that simple, I would be out of business. As a business consultant, especially ones that work with purpose-driven businesses and women who are creating businesses given to them by God or with God, I know what it's like. I know how hard it is to be like, okay, I'm supposed to do this, but I kind of don't know where to start. But believe me, you know where to start. It's just sometimes uncomfortable. But even when I've gotten to the place of, hey, now I need to do this in my business, I don't have the expertise or I'm not sure. Yes, you hire someone, even a consultant. Sometimes a consultant, i.e., me, what we do is we help you figure out where you need the leverage points. We help you reassure and reaffirm the fact that, hey, this gift that you have is going to bless the world. This is important. This is something that is needed, and this is why. Because sometimes when God gives us stuff, we're just like, yeah, God, I hear you. But is it really needed? Like, and I've just flat out told God sometimes, I hear you. That sounds really great. But nobody needs this. No, nobody needs this. And then, boom, encounter after encounter. Here I am with Christian women business owners, and they're like, I'm struggling. I don't know what to do. Like, I have a calling, but I don't know how to get it off the ground. XYZ. So trust your gut. The other important reason for this is it will help you navigate in business and help you run your business successfully. You are the core of that business, even when you reach CEO level. Have you ever walked into a business and seen their core values and their mission statement, but your experience does not feel anything like those core values or mission statement? And you're like, yeah, somebody wrote that to be real cute because, baby, this is not what you all exude. You don't want that. You want to make sure that when you are developing the components of your business, your core values, your mission statement, your systems, your processes, your branding, because those are all things people are going to experience to understand your company and to have a feel of your company. And so you want to make sure that what you are putting together and developing in your business is also tying back to who you know your business needs to be. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope it does. Trust yourself. Trust the gift that God has given you. It is one of the most essential components in business to be successful. And it is also one of the harder things to overcome in a purpose based business. Because most of the time in traditional business, that is not a component that's talked about. It's like, hey, develop this mission statement, solve their problem, market it. But when it's talking about trusting your expertise, that's when God is saying, hey, I put something in you. I made this sauce. Baby, you got the sauce. My sauce is different than your sauce, but they're both good sauces. So I gave you this sauce. Now let's cook. If my kids see that, y'all, they gonna cringe. But really, that's what I mean. Like, your sauce is different than everybody else's. So you gotta cook it. Like, you gotta put it out there. You can't be like, oh well, there's all these other sauces. No, because somebody needs your sauce. Somebody needs it done the way that you do it, the way that nobody else is gonna do it. And if you don't trust yourself, if you are not tapping into you in order to bring that forth, somebody is gonna miss out, and we don't want that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Please make sure you like and subscribe. If you need help and support and figuring out how to bring your sauce to the table, how to get it cooking, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I will drop my complimentary consultation link below. Also, comment. Let me know what your sauce is. Let me know videos that you all would like to see. And also, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me at ro@lyonsreed.com. That is RO@LYONSREED.com. All right. I'll see you next time.